What's up, guys? How you doing? It is Steve Witchell from Cover Band Central, founder, dude. It is Tuesday, May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you, and also with you. It is Tribute Tuesday, our second one, and we are doing this video thing Monday through Friday, every weekday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific, or 1 p.m. Central, where I am in New Orleans. How you guys doing today? Say hello. If you're watching here live, make sure you let StreamYard show your name. Just click on that link in the description to show your name, and I'm going to show my name right there so you know who I am and you know how to spell it. Steve Witchell. That's me. Tribute Tuesday is a fun one for me. And last week I kind of introduced the whole idea, and somebody had asked me what tribute bands I had played in, and I didn't respond to that because the question came after the broadcast was over. So I'm going to start here with that and talk about just briefly about tribute bands and why I think that they're important and vital for the music industry. And I'm also going to show your comments on the screen, and this person did not follow direction, but that's okay. Facebook user, and it shows up as Facebook user because you didn't let StreamYard show your name. But New Orleans playing again, and yes, we are playing again here in New Orleans. I've been playing about a month now, so things are kind of back to normal here. So I hope they're back to normal where you are, or getting close. It seems like everything's kind of opening up now again. So yay, hooray. It was a long time. It was a long wait, but we made it. We made it through. We're here on the other side. So tribute bands. The first one I ever played in was a Led Zeppelin tribute band in 2004, 2005 called Kashmir, who are still out there playing. You can find their website, kashmirrocks.com. And actually the singer just put out a book, a memoir, of his time working as a musician, as a singer, and then working up to playing Robert Plant on stage. And I actually did an interview with him, which you can find on our YouTube channel, which I would implore you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search Cover Band Central, and you'll find us there, and hit the subscribe button, because all these videos that I'm doing every weekday are archived there. So Kashmir was a great experience. Led Zeppelin was one of my influences growing up, one of my major music influences and bass influences as well. And in fact, the first song I ever learned to play was a Zeppelin song. And I learned a lot of them over the course of the years. And then when I got the gig playing in Kashmir, I had already known a lot of the songs. And what a great experience that was, playing on huge stages to thousands of people, touring around a lot of the country, United States, and playing some of the best rock music ever made. And I got to play bass and keyboards in that band as well. And I'm not that great a keyboard player, but I got the job done anyway in the band. And because bass was my primary instrument, but it was super fun to play John Paul Jones on stage. And some of the most iconic rock bass lines from John Paul Jones, I was able to try to replicate anyway. And then later I played, after I'd moved to New Orleans, I played in several different tribute projects. They weren't really full bands where we did a whole thing for a long time, but there were projects that I played several shows doing tributes to Journey, doing tributes to Bon Jovi, and Foreigner was another one. And we did several of those shows in and around the kind of Gulf Coast area, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and also a blast playing all those songs from those bands. And there was one, or at least a couple shows, I think, where we did all three of those bands in one, with one unit, with one band. So we did our Journey show, and then we changed our clothes and did our Bon Jovi show, and changed our clothes and did our Foreigner show. And a lot of songs to learn, but a lot of fun. Yeah, Michael, and I'll address this too, because he said it. If you're talented enough to emulate the original band or artist, you're good enough to write your own songs. That is true, but not everybody's a songwriter. That's just the fact. Um, I'm not a songwriter. I'm a musician, and I can write a song. I've written things, but it's not my thing. I'm just not a songwriter. Some people are songwriters and not performers. There's a lot of people who make a living writing songs, and they can play instruments, but they're not artists. They're not performers. They're just songwriters. That's their job. And there's a lot of artists out there who are not really songwriters. They play songs that other people wrote. There's a lot of famous people, and I'm not going to name names here, but there are a lot of famous people that are well-known, very successful artists, but they're not really songwriters. So it's not really about being a songwriter or not. It's whatever your thing is, that's what you do. Whatever you're good at, that's what you do. So yeah, I'm doing these videos, keep them about 10 minutes, or a little bit longer if you guys get into whole comments that you want addressed or questions. But as far as I'm concerned, tribute bands are super important for a couple of reasons. Well, let me talk about the benefits, for one, of playing in a tribute band. One is you get to focus on one particular artist, and that, especially if you really like the band or you really like the songs, then that's a lot of fun for you to learn how a particular musician played different songs and try to your best to replicate that and those songs. That's one benefit. Another major benefit is that you get paid better. Playing in tribute bands, you make more money than you get in just a standard cover band. Wedding bands, you make a lot of money too. Corporate bands, you make a lot of money in that. But tribute bands, you definitely make a lot of money. I got paid way better playing in tribute bands than I did playing in cover bands back then. So that's another huge benefit. And another, from a marketing standpoint, huge benefit of a tribute band is that you can market to a targeted audience. So any band out there that's in a tribute band, you have the ability to market to the fans of the original band. So if you were playing in a Pink Floyd tribute band, there's a lot of those out there, the Pink Floyd ones, you can market your band to any Pink Floyd fan. Anybody, if there's a Pink Floyd group on Facebook, I'm sure there are, you can market your band there, or just a Pink Floyd fan group, or other pages on Facebook or other groups anywhere on the internet that have anything to do with Pink Floyd. You can market your band to them and they will eat it up, because Pink Floyd doesn't tour anymore, and they're never going to, probably, even though David Gilmour and Roger Waters are still alive. It doesn't seem like they're going to ever mend that fence. But it's lost my train of thought here because I'm looking at comments, but I will address some of these comments. So yeah, you make more money, targeted audience, fun to play those songs. And the other major thing is that these artists that people are out there tributing, they're just, even if they're still playing now, in 10, 20 years, they're not going to be playing anymore because people pass on, or the bands just don't play anymore. But those songs are still iconic. People, new generations are still going to love that music and still going to want the live experience. So you're actually doing a service to the music fans out there playing in a tribute band, because you're bringing that experience. Say it's Pink Floyd again, bring that Pink Floyd experience to a live show, a live experience to the fans, because they're never going to be able to see Pink Floyd live. So they at least get close to that. And I've seen Floyd bands with the lasers and do all the things that Pink Floyd would do live. So, you're doing a tremendous service for the music industry by being in a tribute band. And that's never going to go away, at least not in a long time. All right, so let me address some of these comments here. Yeah. Jimmy said some people want to hear old songs they know, not new songs they've never heard. Tribute bands are a hit right now. They sure are. And it really is going to just get bigger as we go on. All right. Evan, write a lot of songs and have for decades, but he really loves cover songs from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's like a daily dose of fun and love of music. And that's why I do this, Evan. Love for music. Sorry, I'm just trying to skim through the comments here. Nice comment here from Lisa. Always impressed by the information that I receive from gifts, from anything concerning music. Learning more every day. Thank you. You're welcome if you're thanking me, but thanking music. Music thanks you too. Yeah. Daniel said a good tribute band that nails the arrangements and equipment documents a lot of what's not out there anymore, right? Evan said good stuff. I like your avatar. Yeah. And she said she's considered these guys true rock stars. And they really kind of are. When I was playing in Kashmir in the Zeppelin tribute band, we got treated like we were rock stars everywhere we went. It was crazy. All right, Dennis, somebody asked this question yesterday. I don't think it was you, but did you have problems with copyright or permission from artists to do a tribute band? I didn't personally, and I don't know that anybody does. In fact, a lot of the artists that are the original artists, they champion tribute bands because it helps really sell their catalog of music. So there's not too many out there that are opposed to it. There are a few, and I'm not going to name any names either for that. You know who they are. But there's a lot of artists out there that love having tribute bands of them. And again, especially because they're not out there touring anymore. So that's that. So I went over my time again, what I do, but it's okay. Thank you guys for all being here and participating. Please search on YouTube Cover Band Central and subscribe to the channel. That is a big part of the reason I'm doing these videos is to kind of build up that library with this kind of content on the YouTube channel, but also on Facebook. And but definitely follow, subscribe on YouTube, and also follow the page on Facebook and join the group if you're not part of the group. Okay, yeah, Adam said, that's one to mention. Make sure you're not stepping on the intellectual property of the original artist, like the Pearl Jam tribute band that was in the news a couple months ago, where Pearl Jam asked them to change their logo because it looked exactly the same as Pearl Jam's logo, and Pearl Jam didn't want fans to get confused. Okay. All right. Caradad said, thanks for this topic. You're welcome. And George says, love all. All right. That's it. Coverbandcentral.com is where the home of everything Cover Band Central is. Go ahead and sign up there for a profile for you, your band, or both. It is free, and the advantages are many. And that's something I'm going to be talking about in these videos as well as we go forward. How you can really improve your online presence and how that's going to help you in all of the things in your music career. And if you want to get in touch with me personally, Steve at coverbandcentral.com, you can do that anytime. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm easily accessible. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Share this video, subscribe to YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow.